Hey girl, are your healthy habits all over the place or non-existent? Do you wish you could find true food freedom, move your body for joy, and really just talk a little nicer to yourself? If you have tried to habit hack your health, but the strategies you've tried just haven't worked for you in your busy lifestyle, then this podcast is for you. Hey, I'm Emily Nichols, habit and fitness coach, behavior change specialist, and Taco Tuesday enthusiast. Hey, I am here to tell you there is an easier way than what we've been taught about our health and our habits. How do I know? Well, because I've transformed my own life through habit hacking, and now my family gets the best of me, and I now help my clients do the same. I'm now going to teach you how to create healthy habits in less time, guilt-free for all seasons of your life. It's not your fault your habits haven't worked, my friend. We just have to do them differently. So, are you ready to feel empowered and transform your habits and life? Then let's do this. You're listening to episode 208 of Self-Transformed. Hey friend, welcome back to the show. I hope your summer is off to a great start. This Wednesday, the 21st, is the official first day of summer. And you know, I don't know about you, but my kids are just so busy throughout the school year. And they're busy this summer, but there's been quite a few days where I'm like, y'all, just take it easy. Go be outside. If you want to just chill and hang out in your room, that is cool too. I feel like there's just so overscheduled and overextended during the school year. And we're very intentional with the time that they put forth into school and into athletics and friends and making sure it's a well balanced for them so they don't feel overscheduled. But they're just so busy, especially just during the school day. There's just so much going on. So I hope you and your family are finding a time this summer to find some more relaxation, maybe some resets. This is also a really good time to think about the habits you want to establish for yourself, right? I know for me, the summer can feel a little chaotic because maybe I'm off my schedule a little bit. But I have some healthy habits in place that are just so internal. I don't have to think about them. And that is after years and years of habit hacking this on my own, right? And I created this whole brand based off of my own wellness journey and digging deeper into the logistics and becoming a behavior change specialist, also known as a habit coach, to help folks really transform their lives through the power of habit strategy, but really doing that from the female perspective and seeing that as a fitness coach throughout the years too. I know this is the answer and this is what makes us different from most fitness influencers you see out there, because this is just real life. Right? I know you're busy. I know you don't have a lot of time. I know there's different seasons of your life where your schedules change, but that still doesn't mean you cannot take care of yourself, my friend. We have to take care of ourselves, and it begins with our health, our basic fundamental needs. And you know, I teach on those. It's mindset, movement, and food freedom. There's a lot of habits that fall under those umbrellas, but we're going to be focused on just doing 1% better. 1% change every day, because my friends, that is so much more sustainable. So I'm so excited to announce today, with this being the first, the 21st, the first official week of summer, today, June 19th, 2023, through this Friday, the 23rd at midnight Eastern, all of the accelerators are 30% off. Yes, the mindset, the movement, and the Food Freedom Accelerator, or if you want to bundle all three together, are 30% off this Monday through Friday only, okay? So you'll use the code SUMMER at checkout. Most of them will already be marked down in the shop, but that is the code in case for some reason there's a glitch. I'm just throwing out plan A, B, C. They're all 30% off. You can use the code SUMMER, or it should be automatically applied for you at checkout, okay? It's linked in the show notes, emily-nichols.com/accelerators. However, I thought it was important to talk about today about my habit hacking system that I teach inside of each of my accelerators. I've never revealed this on the podcast. I have a specific system based off of my research of talking with you all, a lot of market research with my community, a lot of my expertise and conversations with folks I have coached over the years as well. And just based off my own wellness journey and transformation that's been happening since 2015, and put together these accelerators to really help you transform your life using this system. So I teach this system within all 3 of the accelerators. But obviously they're customized for that. So if you've been listening to my private podcast series, Atomic Habits for Women, you have heard my habit hacking system there. I share a bit more of it there. And I'm going to share those 5 steps with you today. Okay. Now remember, we are training for life, just trying to get 1% better. And that is what we're going to be talking about today through this system and how I created them with you in mind. How I created this system and the accelerators with you in mind. So let's start from the beginning before we talk about this habit hacking system. So I teach on 3 fundamental needs, right? Movement, mindset, food freedom. And I do this because those are basic fundamental needs that are going to help support you in all seasons of your life. When you're not fueling yourself and eating like crap all the time, when you're not moving your body, and when you are not talking nice to yourself, no one is getting the best version of you. That might sound like some tough love, but you know it and I know it. Okay? We all know it. You know the times where you have tried to take care of yourself, you feel good, right? But then how long does that last? And it didn't last because you didn't have a plan or a system in place. And that's where that habit hacking system comes into. So like I said, let me go back to the beginning. So when I created these accelerators, I address some challenges that you all have told me that you have. So inside of the mindset accelerators, we talk about the chaos, the clutter, the disorganization happening inside of your schedule, inside of your head. It's spilling over into your home and how we habit hack that together. We talk about confidence. We talk about overcoming what self-care really means and actually making self-care a priority in your life. Inside of food freedom, we talk about the challenge of diet culture mentality, right? Counting calories, restricting, moving our bodies to specifically lose weight. That's a whole other movement accelerator challenge too. How much protein should we be having? We keep it so simple, right? We talk about emotional eating. We talk about, how do I have time to meal prep? What if I got picky eaters? All of the things, right? We habit hack those together inside the system. And so inside of the Movement Habits Accelerator, we talk about diet culture mentality, where we move our bodies only to hopefully burn calories, right? We lose that mentality where we shouldn't be weight training. We talk about the benefits and how to habit hack weight training for women. We talk about convenience, time, consistency, sustainability, how to habit hack all of this to get to the point where these are just unconscious habits. You're able to pivot them as new seasons of your life come and go. Okay, so inside of each of the accelerators, this is next level habit strategy. Okay, you think you've gotten habits hacks here on the show, like next level. It's next level habit strategy and customization to make your habits stick once and for all, and learn how to pivot these habits as your life changes. This is what makes me different as a habit and fitness coach. We have to learn to make this work logistically in our lives in a sustainable and simple way. Again, just getting 1% better every day and doing it from the female perspective, okay? I have every quarter, I kind of take a look at the accelerators and rework some things. I've added on some additional tools since the last time I really dug deep and talked to you about it, okay? So there's now a Facebook community for anyone that owns one of the accelerators to connect with other women that are going through either the bundle or one of the individual accelerators, and I do weekly office hours there to answer any questions that you have. I also share more exclusive content from the podcast there too. Now, with the bundle, with all 3 of those accelerators, there's over 60 various habit loops that I give you for each fundamental need, Gosh, that's so good. Bonus downloads from the shop for you to use, so some actual trackers. And there's bonuses inside of each of the individual accelerators, okay? So for mindset, there's 3 walking meditations around confidence, body image, and losing the guilt. In the movement habits accelerator, there's a workout guide with sample weight training workouts. And in the food freedom guide, there is a shopping list, recipe ideas, mini meal prep, how to do ingredient meals, and so on and so forth. So you would pick which one you feel like, I need to focus on my food freedom in this season of my life. Get that accelerator, go through it, accelerate your habit strategy to get the results you want to create food freedom habits in your life, for example. Now, if you're like, girl, I need all 3. I get it. You can bundle all 3 as the Healthy Habits Accelerator bundle. Within that, you get every single module from the mini course as a private podcast, so you can take it with you on the go. And I made these super short, like they're 3 to 5 minutes each one. So it's like boom, 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 boom. Quick information that's easy to digest and take action on, okay? And there's always options to add on one-on-one call. I love chatting with you all. It's my favorite, to get even more help and talk about accountability. Everyone that does a one-on-one call with me gets 60 additional days of Voxer access, where they can just message me along the way, like, Emily, I need help habit hacking this or that. And it's super fun because we kind of go through and do a habit inventory of your day, and we talk about some habit loops within food freedom, mindset, movement examples that you can start implementing in your day. And it's really exciting to see like the light bulbs going off in women, like, okay, I can do this, and watching within like 21 days, it's awesome. But getting closer to that 60-day mark, it's like, girl, you are on fire. These habits are moving and grooving. Okay. So let's talk about this system. I love it. So if you've ever taken the Healthy Habit Reset, so this is my free masterclass. I teach a 5-step habit change method within there. So this is just like, if you're like, I'm just kind of dipping my toes into habit strategy. I do this live every quarter, or the masterclass is available at any time. But step 4 and 5 within the system, I teach on juicy habit strategy. And I have found when ladies get to that point, like they decide, okay, I'm really going to focus on my food freedom. Okay, I've done these other steps. You get to the last couple of steps, and it's always a habit loop and then tracking and stacking. This is where we get a little stuck, okay? And this is where I come in to help you accelerate those healthy habits, okay? So let's talk about the habit hacking system. Again, this system is what we teach inside of each of the accelerators, of course, focused around those fundamental need challenges I just mentioned to you. So number 1 is to gather data, subjective and objective data. Sometimes we need facts versus feelings, okay? Let me explain. So there's certain facts about a challenge, right? So let's go back to emotional eating, for example, within food freedom. So there's some basic facts that I share about emotional eating, why we emotional eat, why women in particular emotional eat. Maybe it's the time of the month, a lot of other things we talk about inside the accelerator. But also we have that subjective data. What do you believe about emotional eating for yourself? Sometimes we have to sit back and have those hard reflections, right? So we have to first sit and get the facts and our feelings out of the way. Step 2 is actual atomic habits for women. So we take that challenge and we talk about how and why women must do this habit and challenge differently, right? When it comes to movement, right? We have that diet culture mentality where we're like, I don't want to lift weights because it's going to make me bulky. Like, ladies, trust me, we don't have enough testosterone to make us super bulky and swole. I promise. I can't tell you how many girls have told me this in person, in classes that I've taught. I used to believe it too until I started consistently weight training and watching how it sculpts things. I love it. But we have to overcome that and that mentality because it's grained in our minds. No, it's based on the scale, not off lifting weights, all those things. So we talk about that because we have to do habits differently as women. And then step 3 is habit hacks for those challenges, okay? So for each of those challenges, I provide a habit loop. So inside of a habit loop, there's a cue, routine, reward. You've probably heard me talk about it here on the show. I hope it has helped you take some action to creating your own habit loops. But we do each of those habit loops for those challenges, and then I provide you 20 additional habit loops around those challenges, 60 total if you do the bundle of all 3, okay? It's so good. It's so good. There's like no excuse not to figure out how to habit hack this for yourself. Okay, that is like the juiciest habit strategy, but I'm putting these habit loops together for you based off the female perspective. Okay, then the last step, this is probably the most important step, is a backup plan. Having grace for yourself, thinking about what your capacity is. I think this is why a lot of times our habits don't stick. We have a fear of failure. Ladies, we just don't trust ourselves based off of past failures. And I say failure in quotes. You just didn't have habit strategy in place, okay? You didn't have these habit hacks in place, okay? Some days you just don't have the capacity. So we talk about backup plans for when you don't have the capacity to move your body. Because what happens is it compounds the wrong way, right? We're compounding not doing anything, whereas like, well, I didn't get to go to, Hot Works today and get my hot yoga on with Emily, because hopefully I'll be a virtual instructor there, but I can stretch my body before I go to bed at night. Okay, so that's a simple backup plan, a capacity habit, as we call them inside the accelerators. And just giving yourself grace. Like when your head hits the pillow at night, I want you to give yourself grace and be like, I did the best that I could today. Tomorrow is another day to habit hack this and make this work. So my goal for you when you go through these accelerators is to learn this system, start creating confidence and momentum. So eventually, you don't need to go through this system. It is ingrained in you. This is how I live my life, right? Habit hacking is part of my life. I have to have strategy in place though, y'all, because my brain is so cluttered and has so many tabs open. And honestly, when I talk to so many of you, you're like, gosh, to even think of meal prepping is opening up another tab. And that just feels so freaking exhausting, even though I know it's good for me. Okay. We're going to overcome this together through this habit hacking system I teach inside the accelerators. Like I said, you can bundle all 3, get that bonus private podcast, and I have a bonus routine blocking workshop with you as well. That's even next level habit strategy if you do the bundle. But friends, it's 30% off, okay? There's a payment plan available for the bundle. I've made all of these super affordable for you as well because I don't want anyone to have any obstacle to habit hacking their health. So you can go to the link in the show notes or emily-nichols.com/accelerators. Pick which accelerator is going to be what you need in this season of your life, either the mindset, movement, or food freedom accelerator. These are just basic mini courses. This is not going to take you long to go through. What I need you to do after you get this accelerator, is to start putting it into action. Come into our community, communicate, habit hack together. I'm so here for this. The bundle is 30% off. There is a payment plan for that as well. I made that affordable as well. So you can go to the link below, check it out. Like I said, you can use the code SUMMER. Some of these might already have the discount applied at the checkout. I'm recording this ahead of time and giving myself some backup plans, some capacity. Hey, it's summer. My kids are home. You might hear them running up and down the stairs because it's right here by my office. But friends, this is what it's all about. I'm so passionate about helping you habit hack your health, making these habits stick in your life, and creating a system to allow you to be successful and feel confident in yourself to make your habits stick and pivot as the seasons of your life change. My friends, that's when we stop surviving and start thriving. Yes. Okay. So the flash sale is 30% off any of the accelerators this Monday the 19th through Friday the 23rd at midnight Eastern. Go grab it ASAP. If you have this in your heart, if it's a gut feeling for you, go do it. If you have any questions for me, My email is linked below, or you can just send me a message on Instagram. I'm so happy to answer any questions that you have, my friends. Okay, so happy habit hacking. I'm so excited. If this is the sign you've been looking for, if this is in your gut and your heart, I pray that one of these accelerators is what is meant for you at this time of your life, and the sale is the sign for you to take action. Yes, let's do it, friend. I can't wait to see you inside of one of the accelerators. Hey girl, real quick before you go, did you know I have a secret podcast where I talk all about why most habit strategies don't work for us women? Spoiler alert, it's not our fault. Visit bit.ly/Atomic Habits for Women, it's linked in the show notes, to access my secret podcast series and have your biggest aha moment about why and how women have to do habits differently. And if you love the podcast, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a rating and review in iTunes. That way more mamas can find the show. Love and appreciate you, friend. We'll see you next time.